So by now you guys have probably seen the video titled How I Got My Pistol Permit During a Pandemic. And now this is just a follow-up. I actually had a subscriber ask if I do a follow-up video and just give my thoughts and opinions on why I got my concealed carry permit. So here we go. This is not a political video. This is just a video about a guy who thought it'd be really cool to have his concealed carry permit.
How dare you!
And if you're someone who's thinking about getting your own concealed carry permit, I hope that this video helps you in making that decision. I didn't just jump into this. I did a lot of research, a lot. Like, I mean, hours and hours and hours of YouTube videos. If you looked at my history, you'd think I'm a crazy person, but that's just like my personality. I don't like to be ignorant. In the case of firearms, I knew very little about them except for the Hollywood movies that I watched, and that in school, if someone had a firearm, you'd run, hide under a desk, hide in a closet, and that was pretty much it. So I dove way deep into the rabbit hole, and I came to the conclusion that, hey, maybe firearms aren't that bad. As long as I'm responsible, I take the proper courses and learn about firearm safety and how to use a firearm properly, then maybe this is not a bad idea. So there were three key things that helped me in deciding to go and get my concealed carry permit. The first reason was that I realized that a firearm is just like any other tool, you know? And before you go saying,
but guns kill people.
No, many things kill people. People kill people. Someone who's highly trained could probably kill me with this pen. They can kill me with this hammer. They can kill me with this screwdriver. A gun is no different than all those other tools I just showed you. It's not an animate object that's just gonna do as it pleases. I've learned that as long as you properly train with your firearm and you place a lot of importance on firearm safety, then there should be no issue. Remember, a firearm is as good and as bad as the person using it. So just keep that in mind. Second reason is having the option to equalize. If something happened, I would no longer just be a victim. If someone threatened my life or my loved ones, I would have something to say about that.
Say hello to my little friend.
I like knowing that I'm in control of my reality. And sometimes these ain't cutting it, bro. They're not doing shit. Better to have one and not use it than to need one and not have one.
How dare you!
For all my Game of Thrones fans, imagine if Cersei had a dragon, right? That last final battle would have gone a lot differently. I mean, first of all those innocent people in the city wouldn't have died. I would assume that those two dragons would cancel each other out, and then it would just be up to like the foot soldiers to defend the city and win the battle or whatever. But that battle would have gone a lot different. By the way, I didn't really like Cersei or Daenerys. This is just an analogy just to kind of make my point. And finally, reason number 3, guns are just cool, man. I mean, you guys could probably relate. I used to watch a lot of action movies when I was younger. Still do, if they're good movies. But I always wanted to know what it felt like to use a gun, you know, shoot a gun, hold a gun. I was always just curious how they work. And I really hate being ignorant about certain things, especially if it's something that I'm interested in. I just had to know. I had to know how to use a firearm properly. I had to know how to disarm a firearm properly if I found myself in the situation where I needed to.
How dare you!
You don't really learn these things in school. What you learn is just to run away. You're just taught to fear guns, and I didn't want to fear guns any longer. By the way, those Hollywood movies, all bullshit. Guns are loud as fuck. You can literally lose your hearing if you don't have like an earpiece or something while you're shooting a gun at the range. Seriously. So to wrap this all up, I would say that getting a concealed carry permit is a huge responsibility. If it's something you're thinking about or you're deciding to get, I would say do a lot of research, watch a lot of videos, read up, because again, like I said, it is a big responsibility and it has to be something that you're comfortable with. You can't just jump into this. I did my due diligence and I would urge you to do yours as well. I feel that I'm more aware at this point. You know, I'm less ignorant than I used to be. It's just something that's become comfortable, just the idea of owning a firearm. I also just believe that personally, anything that I'm afraid of, I should learn about. I went skydiving, for God's sake. Like, that's scary, but you know, I did it. So if you're thinking about getting your concealed carry permit, I hope this video helped in you making that decision. If not, there's so many videos out there. Just go and watch and form your own decision. And on that note, we are out. Like I said, we're trying to build this channel. We're trying to get really big. If you have any thoughts, comment down below. Any questions? If I missed something, let me know and I'll try my best to answer. And I'll see you guys in the next one.